Hi, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 2021 love and relationship reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed and linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bowl sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Cancer, July 2021, love and relationships, Cancer. July 2021, love and relationships, Cancer. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Cancer, July 2021, love and relationships, Cancer. July 2021, love and relationships, Cancer. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. At the top is the energy that crowns us. The bottom is the energy that grounds us. So let's see what the cards have to say. We have the Page of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If you're born on the cusp with Gemini, or you have air sign energy within your chart, this is going to be coming out quite profoundly. Then we have the Page of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is if you're born on the cusp with Leo, or if you have fire sign energy within your chart, this is going to be coming out very profoundly. And then we have the Nine of Swords. There's also a sense of us being a student of our mind and our passion, our desire, and our place to be. And then there's this aspect of our own consciousness trying to tear us down, trying to say, no, you can't. You can't have the love that you want, or you can't have the relationships that you want within this world. So that's going to be interesting. We have the King of Wands, again, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And we have the High Priestess, which is this beautiful energy of, I see beyond the veil. I see beyond the mask that people are wearing. I see beyond the mask that I myself am wearing, and I am embracing something more. So let's look at our chakra energy for this time. Cancer, July 2021. Love and relationships, Cancer. July 2021. Love and relationships, Cancer. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. We have nurturing and we have clarity. The Earth Star Chakra and the Third Eye Chakra coming into play. So nurturing right here is the sense of I have to nurture myself. I have to nurture what I love within me, within what I desire, within my relationships. But we also have to be mindful, Cancer, because we do have this tendency to think, if I nurture it, if I stick it out long enough, if I am as present as I can possibly be, everything will be okay. And with the High Priestess and with the clarity coming forward, there's the sense of our third eye opening and seeing things for as they really are, not simply as we wish them to be. So seeing things as they truly are makes them more clear within our world, but can also make our world more intense and more overwhelming at times. So this is a time where we have to nurture ourselves, especially the inner child. That's why we have the pages coming up. The pages are also children cards. And it's also being a student, learning, developing, gaining an understanding. So during this time, to look at ourselves and treat ourselves as we would treat a small child is going to be the A+ thing to do. It's going to be one of the best things that we can do for ourselves. And to embrace the clarity that we're seeing life with, to embrace the insights and the ideas and the greater understandings that are opening up the door to us. Now let's look at the energy we need to be mindful of. What is the energy that Cancer needs to be mindful of? July 2021, love and relationships. What is the energy that Cancer needs to be mindful of? July 2021, love and relationships. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. The Lord. So this is Aries energy. But during this time, okay, so this is fire sign energy, yes, Aries energy, time frame March 21st to April 19th. But this isn't just saying, be mindful of Aries. It's saying be mindful of these people who present themselves as powerhouses, who present themselves as people who have the answers. Either it's through hard work or through insights and intuition, but who see themselves as being these forces forward. And this is going to be a time where we find that energy to be intoxicating, not just alluring, but intoxicating. And we can find ourselves very drawn to these people because we think, oh my gosh, they really do have it all figured out, especially if they sprinkle it with a bit of sensitivity or a bit of, curiosity for our inner selves. We're going to think, wow, this person is absolutely amazing. What they're going to be doing is they're going to be kind of using our energy to fuel themselves forward. And that's going to be something we need to be very, very mindful of. Also, just a person who believes in the power of it. It's like, how much have you made? How far have you come? Like, where is it that you want to be? And what is it that you are? And where are the steps? And how are you getting there? We don't want everything to be boiled down to something so crude. We want there to be more. And this is going to be a time where we need to push for that more, because we are encapsulated with passion, with the passion that we want within our lives, within the passion that we're moving towards. And here with the Page of Swords, we're going to be cutting through a lot of nonsense, doubts, fears, heartbreaks, pains, disappointments. We're becoming a student of our mind, but we're also becoming a student of our voice and the weapon that we can be, but the power that we can have. So it's not only viewing the voice as a weapon, but it's understanding that the sword is the only weapon within the tarot. And so as we embrace this, as we embrace the power and the brilliance that is us, as we start to push limits, as we start to see things more openly and honestly, what we're going to really value is the truth of things. What we're really going to be looking for is, how can I bring this truth into the daily aspect of my life? How can I push the boundaries more and more within my relationships, within my heart, within my soul, within myself, to open me up and to then see what my heart desires, to then look at the passion of my world, not only the way that I cut through things, the way that I can face things, the way that I am learning to defend myself and what I desire, but also how am I able to stand in the passion that I want. Not the passion that I want to give somebody else, but the passion that I want for myself, the beauty, the heart, the soul, the expression, the greater ideas. And it moves us to this sense of, is this making me face nightmares? I love in this picture here, the person reaching out for her, the person who's just kind of like this ghost saying, it's your fault, or I'm coming to take away your dreams, your happiness, your idea of success. And this can be a time where we're really worried about things. We're worried about how love is going to come into our lives, if we're ever going to have the idea or the ideal that we had envisioned within our heads. And this is a time where we need to step back and look at the nightmares, not as somebody experiencing the nightmares, but as somebody looking at them and saying, you're not my everything. You're not there to take away my joys and my brilliance and my greater understanding and my wishes and my desires. You're not there to rob me. I get to look at my fears and realize that my fears, they can fuel me. They can be what I need to do. Like, they can set out a plan for me, because this is what I'm afraid of. And this is why I'm afraid of it. All right, well, how do I solve that? Step by step by step. It's not saying that we can make somebody fall in love with us, or that we can heal relationships that maybe need to be let go of. But it is saying that we are taking back our power. And as we take back our power, all of a sudden, we're crowned with rulers. We're crowned with the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is this passionate fire, this person of change, this person of insight and determination and focus. And that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be embracing this change, this focus, this insight, these ideas that are moving us ever further, ever closer to who we need to be, and ever further from what we fear that we might become when life just gets off the rails. And so the King of Wands is somebody who's seen. So our passions are going to be seen. This isn't going to be someone who isn't seen, who isn't, recognized. We are going to be recognized. Maybe not always in the ways that we want to be recognized, but there is a sense here of the clarity, of the insights, of the passion, of the desire really being a part of us. And why we're going to be attracted to people like the Lord is because we're crowned with this idea of, I want to get things done. I want to push things forward. I know where it is that I want to be within my life, and nothing is going to stop me. And even if it's just moments of this clarity coming in, even if it's just moments of the sense of, this gets to be me, and I get to be this, it becomes an extraordinary thing. And that's where the veil is lifted from our eyes. That's where all of a sudden we see things more openly and more honestly and more intuitively for ourselves. And with the High Priestess, there is the sense of, I need somebody who can psychically see as I am psychically seeing during this time. It doesn't mean that they have to be extremely gifted, but it means that they have to be in touch with the holistic essence of themselves, with this vibrational energy of the soul. Cancer, right now, what we are looking for is this sense of passion, of fire, of insights and ideas, of the sense of banishing so much of the fear that we've carried for too long. And we've inherited that fear. It's been taught to us by our caregivers. It's been, propelling us forward for so long. And it can even be stopping us from falling in love, because it's kind of like, can I give all of myself? Can I have all of that passion, all of that beauty come forward in me and see that within myself, but also see that within another? And it might be that we're too hard on ourselves, and that this is a time where we need to respect the fact that every flower blooms in their own time. Every person has the beauty and the grace that they walk forward in that is absolutely unique to them, and not trying to make us fall into the, categories of everybody else, but to embrace the beauty, to embrace the soul, to embrace the brilliance of what we want within our lives, and not what other people want for us or tell us is going to happen. It's kind of like, and I don't know if this is just something that needs to be said, and Spirit is saying, say it. It's kind of like if you want a child, and especially if you're female and you find yourself getting older and you think, oh my gosh, am I ever going to have this child? Am I ever going to be able to be the parent that I need to be, or that my soul is longing me to be? And instead of listening to everything that says I can't, it's kind of like, let's start listening to everything that says I can. Let's start, looking at things as a winner instead of as somebody who's, never going to get there, and who, is just how it's just not going to be. And this is a time where our hearts and our relationships are saying, align me as a winner. Align me as a winner, and I will win. Align me as a loser, and I will lose. And this is a time where we need to break through those nightmares, because it's very much saying, it's like, whether I think I can or I think I can't, I am true. Like, that is true for me. And I don't remember who said that. It might have been Henry Ford. But there is this sense of, there is more than I could ever know that is building me forward. And I have to align my mind with that passion, with that insight, with seeing beyond the veil of what other people, deem to be true. Because it's so interesting. Because you'll hear people say, oh, you're running out of time, or this will never happen. And then you hear their own stories, and it'll be the success story, the 1 in a million. And it's like, well, why can't I be 1 in a million? Why can't that beauty be a part of me? And it's in everything. It's just not in having a child. It's in every single aspect of life, and forming those deep relationships and having that beauty move us forward. We tend to be very youth-centric. And, for some things, sure, that's great. But for so many people, you start to come into your own, when you hit 30, when you start to claim the space that you live in, when you start to claim the power that you have, and to start diminishing yourself. That is going to be the worst thing that you can do, because there's beauty and there's power and there's brilliance here that only comes with age. So it doesn't matter if you're 20 or if you're 90. There is going to be gravitas to you with each passing year, with each beautiful revelation that is made. And there's more of the sense of, I'm a student, I'm a learner, I am a discoverer, I am an embracer, I am a person who can walk in the brilliance of my passion and let it shine and have somebody attracted to that spark, because I see clearly what it is that I desire, and I do not desire the person who will eat away at every single ounce of creativity and brilliance and passion and desire that I have. So let's dive deeper. Cancer. July 2021. Love and relationships, Cancer. July 2021. Love and relationships, Cancer. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. So we have the 10 of Pentacles and we have the 7 of Wands. This is prosperity that lasts for generations. And this can be really connecting with sacred wisdom, sacred desire. Looking at things, and instead of seeing patterns that curse us, seeing patterns that bless us. So often when we look at our family line, when it comes to love, right? It can be like, oh my goodness, like I don't want a relationship like my parents, or I don't want a relationship like my grandparents or whomever. But there's wisdom to be had. There's wisdom to be had even in knowing that I can have freedom where they couldn't. And I can express myself with joy and love and brilliance when maybe they could not. And this is a blessing that's coming to us. There's a sense of a gift coming forward. And what we need to do is we need to stop fighting. So often we think, I have to fight. I have to fight. Our world teaches us that we have to fight. We have to fight for what we believe in. We have to fight to belong. We have to fight not to belong. We just have to fight all the time. And what Spirit is saying here is stop the fighting. Stand up, yes, for what you believe in. Hold space for it. Hold power and truth and understanding for the way that we want to develop within our lives. But do not make this time a time to fight. Because it isn't. It is a time to declare. It is a time to stand in our power. But the endless draining away of power through fighting and discord is just not going to be for us during this time at all. Our subconscious chakra message is forgiveness, the heart chakra. Forgiving ourselves is going to be so important. It's not just forgiving others, which is rather a magnanimous thing, like I can forgive you. But it's saying I can forgive me for being hurt by you. I can forgive me for wasting time, for not believing in myself. I can forgive me. And then I become so powerful. And that's where the fight starts coming away, because I faced the heartbreak. I faced the heart chakra wide open, and I saw myself truly and honestly. It leads us then to the subconscious energy that we should be mindful of, and it's the Queen of Swords. It's being too much in our heads. It's letting words have the power of weapons over us. It's, letting the mind take over and letting logic outweigh the heart. And yes, logic is important, but so's the emotional impact, so's the heart and the passion and the desire. And it moves us then to our subconscious energy that roots us. And that's the 5 of Cups. We're releasing a poverty mentality, and I think it's so interesting that it's the mother with the child right here. It's a sign. There will be that which we can nurture, that which we can grow and love and embrace. And it doesn't have a price tag on it. It is something that we need to know is intrinsically ours. That love that builds, that love that grows, that love that expresses, and that ability to grow and express and embrace it fully. This is banishing a poverty mentality and saying no longer do I walk in this place of doubt and darkness. And it brings us then to our subconscious energy that crowns us. And it's the Hermit, turning inward. Now this is also Virgo energy, but this is turning inward and saying, what is it that's sacred to me? What is it that I desire? And I love the coming together of the Hermit and the High Priestess. I think their energy matches brilliantly. It is a time of quiet contemplation and a seeing, honestly, of the energy and the power that surrounds us. It brings us then to our subconscious energy that defines. And that's the six, there we go. The Six of Swords. And it's taking up our knowledge, our power, and our wisdom, and moving forward. Knowing that the road will be bumpy, yes, most definitely. And our emotions will run deeper than at times we want to admit to, or then that we can really see ourselves. But it's being able to embrace the transformation that is guiding us, and the power that is a part of us. And it's knowing that this is a time for movement, for change, for an opening up of the eyes, and saying powerfully and spiritually, this is what I want. And I'm entitled to it. All right, Cancer. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace love. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Cancer.